Hello everyone, I hope you're enjoying the Pokemon Armor of Isle DLC. I'm going to be showing you guys how to get the Alolan Pokemon in the DLC for Pokemon Sword and Shield. So to start things off, the easiest way to get Alolan Pokemon is to walk up to these random NPCs that are just standing around. You can walk right up to them, talk to them. Sometimes they'll ask you if you want to see a Pokedex entry, which you can do that. Some of them are going to ask you if you want to trade. They're going to say, hey, I have a Marowak, for example, from my region. Do you have a Galarian one, or do you have one from this region? Do you mind trading it? And you go ahead, you hit yes, trade with them, and then you get an Alolan Pokemon, Alolan form Pokemon. You can also trade from Pokemon Home. So the way that you can do that is if you have an Alolan Pokemon, like let's use Marowak for example again. If you have an Alolan Marowak from Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, you can trade that to Pokemon Home, and then from Pokemon Home you can bring it over to Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now, the third and final way to get Alolan Pokemon is by finding all of the little Digletts around the Isle of Armor. So you can find these Digletts, they're all over the place. I mean, some of them are really easy to find, some of them are really hard to find, but as soon as you boot up the DLC, you're pretty much greeted with this guy right away. He says, hey, you know, I've lost 151 Diglett, do you mind finding them? You go around the island, and you just look in the ground, you'll see three little, like, hairs sticking up. You go up, you hit the A button, and bam, you get a Diglett. Some of these are really, really hard to find. Some of these are really easy to find, but after you find, there's usually a milestone after, like, I think there's one after 10, one after 20, one after 30, one after 30, I think it's 50, and then after 50 it's 75, then it's 100, then I think it might be 125, and then 150. But anyways, you go up and you talk to him. He's going to say, oh, good job, you found 10 of my Digletts. Here's a gift. I'm going to give you an Alolan Pokemon. Then he'll give you Alolan Exeggutor or Alolan Marowak or whatever. As soon as you hit the 100 mark, he'll start giving you the starters for the Alolan region. So you'll get Litten, Popplio, and Rowlet. So yeah, that's just a quick little video on how to get the Alolan form Pokemon and other Alolan form Pokemon in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Unfortunately, you do need to have the DLC for this to happen and to get them through these methods. The only method that I don't think you need the DLC for is if you're trading from Pokemon Home. I think you can still do that. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, quick little video. I hope that helped you guys out, because I know yesterday when I was playing the DLC, I was Googling and looking everywhere, and I was like, how the hell do I get an Alolan Marowak? I really want one on my team. Couldn't find it anywhere. So I eventually discovered it myself, that I have to go and talk around to these NPCs and hopefully find one that will trade with me. And I have to click the Digletts, and that I can get one from Pokemon Home. Now, a quick little tip. If you want a good stats Alolan Pokemon, so again, let's continue to use Marowak as our example. So if you want a good, great, amazing, perfect IVs, whatever for your Marowak, go up to an NPC. Before you even talk to them, save them. Save right in front of them. Don't save them. Save right in front of them. And then go ahead and talk to them. If you get one that has Pokedex, whatever, continue with the rest of your journey. Now, if you have one that wants to trade, go ahead and do the trade. After the trade, check the stats. If the stats are good, great, whatever. If you don't want it, reload your save file, trade with them again until you get the stats that you want to get. I think there is one of these NPCs at each of the little regions on the map. I can point out where one of them is. I know exactly where one of them is. There's one in the forest, there's one right in front of the cave, and there's one right in front of the steps of, I think it's the Victory Path. But I think there's one NPC on each of the little island parts, so just go around the island looking for these NPCs and talk to them, go ahead and do your trades. Anyways, I hope this guide helped you guys out. I know it definitely helped me out, and I think that it'll help many other people out as well. But yeah, if this guide helped you, please leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'm streaming Pokemon Sword and Shield, the DLC, later today, so if you want to watch me, come back to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/littledan596/live, and I will be streaming Pokemon Sword and Shield. So if you want to come by, stop by, say, hey, I saw your guide, or whatever, feel free to. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful day today.